Chapter 21. Friday, we had a half day. Finally, it was Christmas vacation. I was more than ready to kick back for a while and relax. Usually Kyle and I did our Christmas shopping together. When I called him, he said he didn't have time, so I went by myself. I was going to buy Dad a book about classic muscle cars, but I figured he'd like some trout spinners better. That way, he could think about fishing while we waited for spring. I'd wanted to get Mom a cookbook, but I didn't have a clue which ones were good, and there was no way I was going to touch any sort of baby book. So I got her this nice set of flavored cooking oils. She liked stuff like that. I bought Bobby a watch. Nothing expensive, but it kept time. I noticed he'd lost his. I also got him a couple cool neon-colored guitar picks. December 21st. Merry Christmas, Scott said presently. I remember back when I was really little, Bobby and I would wake up at sunrise and dash into the living room. The presents would be there under the tree. We'd go to Mom and Dad's bedroom, but they'd be asleep. We'd figure out some way to make enough noise so that they'd get up. But I'm older now and I can wait. I'll come back later to tell you what I got. Meanwhile, in the spirit of the holidays, here's a list especially for you. Scott Hudson's list of perfect baby gifts. A case of paper towels. Corks of various sizes. A shop vac. Shrink wrap. Odor eaters. Still December 25th. Well, we opened our presents. Mostly, I got some clothes. No sign of a new computer. I guess the folks are saving money for baby crap. Thanks a lot. The vacation seemed to vanish right in front of my eyes. Before long, it was New Year's Eve. Mom and Dad were at a party across town. They were probably listening to all sorts of clever New Year, New Baby comments. Bobby was out, probably making the rounds of a half-dozen parties. I was home, reading a book, while the TV played and the end of the year approached. At midnight, I glanced up from my book and watched the ball drop in Times Square. Right after that, the phone rang. It was Mom. I talked to her and Dad for a minute. The phone rang again a minute later. Happy New Year. The voice was oddly familiar, but I was pretty sure I'd never heard it on the phone before. I tried to figure out who it was. Hey, space boy, you there? What's the matter? Vampire got your tongue? Lee? I could hear a light tapping. I realized it was the sound of a row of earrings bumping against the receiver. Yep. Happy New Year to you too. I couldn't think of anything else to say. Neither could she, I guess. She said goodbye and hung up. I hadn't noticed any party sounds behind her. She was at home too, probably alone with a book. I thought about calling her back and asking what she was reading, but that would have been pretty pathetic. I didn't want to begin the year by starting a telephone book club for people with no place to go. January 1st. I'm still pissed off about the computer, but it's a holiday. In some cultures, the New Year is a time of forgiveness. Not in my culture. You're going to pay, somehow. Maybe I can rent you out to a lab or something. Or auction off your stem cells. Anyhow, Happy New Year. The folks went to a party last night. It's noon, and Dad still isn't up. I guess it was a good party. At least for Dad. Mom took it easy, since anything she drinks, you drink too. I don't think she wants to pickle your brain. Though, if she did, I could definitely get you a job in a carnival. I heard Bobby come in around 4 or 5 in the morning. He won't wake up for a while either. New Year's is sort of like starting a new school. You make all sorts of plans and promises about being better or changing your habits. Then you go on being yourself. I guess you're lucky that way. You're really starting from scratch. Or from goo.